Okay, let's get look into the other sides of this ship. So it's that already. Oh well, yeah, fully into. Okay, that needs to be unsealed, right? Cheers. Redacted subject, your concerns. Okay, from Kimball. Of course, morale is low. You gave those PhD tanks of nucleine scrambling gas and no warm bodies to test it on. What do you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no one lays one hand on my squad. I'm installing safeguards in case anyone challenges that decree. I can't blame her there. You asked that I reached out? I'm doing so. Is something amiss with your team? How's their morale? Their commitment to the project? Airtime story dropped, okay. Once upon a time there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. While all the other princesses got jobs at canneries and counting houses, the soldier squinted down her sights at the firing range and made sure she hit the target every time. Then one day, not a very nice man offered her a job at an ivory tower, far, far away from the kingdoms. The princess could provide for her ailing. The princess could provide for her ailing father, her lovely child, and her goofball husband. But she would have to stay locked in the tower until the doctors could find a way out. Once she thought better of her choices, the princess applied for early dismissal, but no one listened. The end. Right. Okay. I love you, Angelica. Maybe you can write me a better ending. Yeah, I'd agree with that one. Give your father a hug and tell him I'm sorry for missing another birthday. Oh, well, that's nice. Security routines. Engage defense protocols. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get these recharge protocols sorted out. That's quite important. The golden process. Excellent. Let's say. Oh, whoa. Here.
I can take a hint.
Yeah. Well, that was something we could just open the other way, but never mind. Ooh. Blank card. Okay. Maybe I need to put something on it. See if there's anything. What do you want? Oh, okay. Put the better helmet on. Get rid of that. These. Don't need them all, frankly. Ultra's just popping out of the woodwork, quite honestly. No. 72 upgrades, do not need that. This, that. Actually, that's only got 2. That'll be okay for the moment. Keycard, let's just find out what's going on first. The messages. Closing down. A transport vessel has been dispatched to HRS 1084. I have taken the liberty of upgrading the sensitive materials containment rating of this asset, which means you are permitted to leave the company branding consumables, but all personal effects must be left behind. Do not interfere with the tanks. A clinic crew will dispose of all exhausted assets in time. Anyone who requires ethical correction therapy can speak to a Space Corps approved alienist. Okay. Files. Note on Guthrie. James is gone and he never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside the tank. Or maybe he was just bad at goodbyes. When a sword was left to him, I wanted to airlock everyone who let it happen. You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. The bits aren't worth it. I've requested a transfer. I get the impression I'm not the only one. Chief Kimball. Chief Kimball. Is it Kimball or Kimbolt? Anyway, Kimball. Kimball thinks there'll be trouble once the docks run out of warm bodies. If James was around, I know he'd set us straight. Now that he's gone, maybe I could use some convincing too. She showed up next to my bunk one night. Said if anything happened to her, her password was her daughter's name. I hope it never comes to that. Yeah, I agree. Let's encode this key card. Alright. Oh, electrical control room. Okay, got it. Now, what was it that was in there? There was something else. Okay. Interesting.
Watch your step.
Well. Whoa. Okay, that's a no-go. Kiddo T's personal files. Mama Bear. Kimball came asking me if any of the dogs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in the step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL Electro Floor 3000 for my checkpoint, and a credit concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she preparing for war? Guess she is. She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. Seems especially comfortable around the docks. Wow. Good routines. Yeah, getting to disengage it. Kind of important. Let's search these first. Snag, while we're at it. Click this. Oh, try not to miss anything. Thank you. Ah.
I ever meet the people responsible for this. I'm shooting first, never asking questions.
I don't suppose I blame you, to be honest. Wow. Well, at least you don't have to deal with these things. That's one good thing. Oh my god. That's not something you really want to see every day now, is it? Let's just be honest about that. Good god. Who is this poor soul? Subject will need extensive nuclei, not, it's not nuclein, is it? Nuclein, uh, yeah, nuclein resequencing. I'm sure that's the right way to say it. Nuclein resequencing for any fair chance of viable extraction. I'm sorry if I ended up like this, James. We'll come back for you and fix this. I swear it. Please forgive us. Chartran and Fowl. They were ones that they were involved. What they the ones that were involved with the excuse me, the one in, was it Cascadia or something like that? Pretty sure they were. I could be wrong. Subject should not be reviewed until a method of stabilizing his condition is found. Okay, Guthrie, Purcell. I'm pretty sure this is the same team. Okay. Tread carefully. Oh wow, another one up here. Oh wow. 100. Well, it's not like I can just shoot to the door, which is a bit of a shame, but anyways. Must admit, I'm just curious as to where this one goes. Oh right, gotcha. Now I'm with it. Teams, project summary. Let's go messages. Directed station morale. Come to my attention the culture of the research have been. Let's see if we've read this, but I don't think we have. It's come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employee contract has no set date and has no set end date. Oh wow. We can enjoy a discussion on morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity is placed to Halcyon Colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Wow, God. Been 1,217 days since last login. God, that is a long time. Logs. Charlie. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue into a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Law walks by me, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to take a different reading that didn't even need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. Well, fair enough, I suppose. She's been checking on me every hour since. Claire. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. The first resequence stayed within normal parameters, But then it spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. Okay. James. This login has been entered by Dr. Fowl. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which one of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all our sacrifices, it feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eve hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from the station will clear our mind. The board confirmed receipt of our report, transmitted our recall notice. Received my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just waiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. Wow. Authorized outbound comm transcript. Anyone listening on this frequency? Who is this? I'm Project Head of 1084. I wanted... Station 1084. You have orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Executive override. Password. Antediluvian. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me that they would deliver my queries about the transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. What? Where are we with that? I'm afraid we can't provide you an updated status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chemical Research Department at George the Hevesi Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084. Misuse of channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, saving cases of emergency. Damn it, this is the Oh, God. Group AJ 77. Purpose, political hybridization and assimilation strategies. Timmers, Chartland, and Fal. Okay. Members: Guthrie, McNulty, Purcell, Royale. Further chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein, I think it's nuclein, using strands obtained from Halcyon native fauna. Classification: Raptor, aka Raptodon. Because just a it's either there's like a full long name, nucleonic, oh God, I can't believe I've forgotten it now. No, it's not nucleonic, is it? Oh, Jesus. I actually have genuinely forgotten how you pronounce that. It's like a shorter version of a much longer word. I've totally forgotten what. How you pronounce the damn thing? Never mind. You get the point. Security proteins. Modify, unlock personal quarters. Yes, please. Okay, nice. Oh, great deal. Man here. Okay. Not too bad. Keep that just for the moment. Alright, let's modify those protocols. Systems access protocols. Insert sublight cartridge, yes. Complete, excellent.
Suppose Sublight will thank us for this. I hope that thanks comes in the form of cash. Chartrand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
Yeah. Why do you ask? I was about to call her Nikoa. Oh my god. I'm getting out of here before my brain forgets how to pronounce people's names. I gotta think it's already too late for that. My god. First I call Nyoka, Parvati I call her Nikoa. Oh my god. Ugh. Yes, we'll see the stupid same old transition screen. Give us something new. Give us the MSI Iconoclast. God damn it.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
We are acutely aware of that, Ada, but thank you again.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Cool. Alright, Parvati, you're coming with us. Ellie, you're joining as well. Alright, let's get this information to Lilia and see what's going on and what on earth we're going to be doing next. At least for her, or that might be in the contract with her, I don't know. If there's nothing else, we'll be in the cellar. If there is, we might go and do that. So, all depends on the conversation. Completely depends. Refabricated living. I must admit, I wish those pods were bigger, but I guess they've got to be transportable, so at the same time I get why this smaller, but they only have the essentials. I suppose you go to a new planet, it's all you really need until you build up society, really. Yep, still locked yourself in there, okay. Just enjoy the music there.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain.
Let's find the automechs. Look, I actually found the base has scientists and suspension tanks. Some might be still alive.
I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station?
Well, gotta be honest, a UDL gunship buzzed the station, but I convinced them to back off, don't worry.
I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already.
To some degree. Damn it, can't use perception. Go on, I'm listening.
After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know.
Human tailbone? Bad news, I take it?
Maybe the worst. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters.
To keep it safe? Hiding extensive research. I don't want to call them pirates per se. But I'll give it a benefit. I'm guessing you have an idea though?
Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain?
I'll be honest, it depends on what you're talking about. I'm just putting it out there. Depends on what you're talking about, but I'm listening.
You call that an open mind? All right, here goes. Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
Aliens?
Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
Good point.
This doesn't feel at all right, Captain.
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions?
A few.
If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside.
Look, when you say aliens, what exactly are you referring to, though?
Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch.
I gotta be honest, apart from some corporate corruption and all that, I actually haven't seen much evidence of aliens. I'm just being honest. Can you prove it to us, though?
No kidding. That's how they want it.
Of course.
When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep.
Okay. Such you. Gotta be honest, I really don't know what to make of this, Lilia, to be honest.
If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull.
Why does she need to die, though?
She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team.
To be perfectly honest, I don't think she had much of a choice. Hang on a second, so when did Sunlight get so principled, though?
It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume.
Of course you do.
I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage.
Look, just being a little sciencey here, but the labs I passed through didn't exactly seem that evil.
Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive.
Good point.
Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab.
So where does she fit into? Where does Chartrand fit into this conspiracy theory of yours?
We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep.
The irony is that Phineas wants us to help wake up the colonists from the hope to try and save humanity and try and get rid of the board, and the board's the one, as far as I'm aware, controlling all these experiments, or at least authorizing them and funding them. So, in a strangely messed up way, doing the job is actually helping Phineas. Alright, that sounds messy, but I'll take the job. I'm just trying to... I suppose Iceberg could call it rationalizing, but it just seeing the irony in it, that's all.
This key card will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer.
I'm sure I don't.
By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Okay. Huh. Okay, we'll head to Scylla then. Plenty to do on it.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you.
Oh, I'm switching something before anything goes to hell. We're going to Scylla before Ada loses her marbles.
Destination reached. Scylla. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts.
You're welcome.
Hey boss, I've been thinking.
What's up, Felix?
Hey boss, got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day, they up and vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
You going somewhere particularly with this though, Felix?
Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, He was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent.
You don't sound too sure about this. Just saying.
The guy just vanished without a trace one day. No goodbyes, no explanations. Been gnawing at me ever since, you know?
You think he's in trouble?
That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production.
Look, this is obviously important to you, so we'll do it.
Figured I should let you know, seeing as we're on Scylla and all. Clyde's got a base on the other side of this rock. I appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
You can thank me later. Well, to be honest, we are on Scylla, so not too much our way, but I get your point. Oh, there you are. Do you know what the problem is, right? when I played through Resident Evil 2 Remake, there was the T-Series going up the stairs, you know, the doom, 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 you know, of him going up and down the stairs and near about, and he literally had no idea where the hell he was. And literally I got that feeling. As that was what it says, I'm like, what the hell? That's just what it reminded me of. Like, what the hell's gonna happen next? Okay. Excuse me. Oh god. Oh, fun memories. Okay. Let's go and meet Harlow. Wait, do we have any extra? No, okay.
Just stretching your legs, boss?
Yeah, kind of. Just trying to sort things out. That in there. Do 4K. That away, grenade, put this. Okay. Okay, I think we'll take Ellie and Felix. I mean, Ellie's been a very useful companion to us. You know, just at least that's what for me. I think she's been quite useful, been quite wise and knowledgeable at times. You know, good head on her shoulders. Okay, let's get Felix and we'll bring him along. Ah, welcome to Scylla.
Scylla. No laws, no lines, and a whole lot of guns. I love this place.
I only ever seen this asteroid on the pages of thrilling space adventures.
I've literally just realized we're actually in the wrong place. I see what looks like to be a terraform or something, but if he says it's on the other side of the rock, then he must have some sort of private estate, Harlow. So doesn't exactly look like a private estate there. So even on the moon, I'll probably have to go directly to it, so make a bit more sense.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Probably about philosophism and Tospel and all that crap. Ah, that makes sense. Try that again. Hey, we got this one again. Something a little bit different. Aside from, it is a miracle, the unreliable takes flight. I mean, God, we've seen that how many times. This is at least something new. Just okay. That looks more like a secret base. Just saying.
Hey you, looking for something? Where do you think you're going?
Felix Millstone's with me. Harlow's actually expecting us?
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Thank you.
Got my sights on you.
Yeah, likewise, buddy. See if there's anything we can snatch up while we're around. Try and not make an enemy of people around here yet. Around here. That's stealing, but the other one wasn't. Right. Inside. Try and do while no one's watching. Nice. Have a look. Do you ever leave that spot? Maybe not. You're on a route, doesn't look like it. Good place to sell stuff, actually. Let's remove that. Oh, bunch of stuff. Okay. here. I might as well just sell it all off. At least the pots that aren't going for like a dream time. I don't know why, but I've just got a sneaky gut feeling we might need this and the vodka. I don't know. It's like I get the feeling we might need to make someone drunk at times, or I don't know. I don't. It's just one of those things that. You know how sometimes you need some like rare skins in the game, or just a, you know, from if you have like a boss fight, and you get like a special skin or fur or something like an identifying item. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I just keep around just in case. I think I've sold a few of them, but I don't know why. No, almost hit that. Just trying to be safe and sorry. I mean, all this other stuff is never gonna need it. Nice. Cool. Whoa. Right there. Wow. Let's go through these logs. Acquisitions log. Okay, independent, crew joined up. As usual, unable to accept these ships despite how cleverly they master their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. Don't know how they got their hands on it, but we're in no position to refuse charity. Okay. Memo. Crew, I'm beginning to wonder about our patron. When we opened up our scans and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Okay. Rule 1. Hollows the bus. Rule 2. Fuck the board. Rule 3. Why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because life is a game to you. Maybe you like being played. You guzzle down the sense of security like it's purpleberry flavors opium. Fuck rules and fuck terminals. It's not a revolution if you're using the weapons they raised up against us time and time again. And from the front lines of the rights to the corporate sit-ins and Pirates goes a clear character limit. Okay, right. Interesting. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll take a break here. Come back, we'll be introducing ourselves to Harlow and seeing what all this is all about. So, I'll see you next time.